Yeah, hi Ben, 1, 2, 3. We're going in 30 seconds, so hopefully that's okay. Welcome along to Cancun in Mexico. It is day one of main draw action in the third and final four-star event. And it is the United States up against Mexico, the number 2 seeds up against the number 31. Yeah, welcome along folks to Playa del Finas here at the Grand Oasis Hotel in Cancun on the Yucatan Peninsula in the southeast of the country, and it's another roasting hot day here in Mexico, and the men are about to get their main draw competition underway. We're going to be concentrating on Pool B and the American number 2 seeds Taylor Crabb and Jake Gibb up against the Mexican number 31 seeds Miguel Sarabia and Raymond Stevens. The first 4 games of the day have been and gone, and some long games, so we're running just a little bit behind the anticipated start time of this one, but we will be underway soon enough. Pool B also includes Ehlers and Flugen of Germany and Miskiv and Lehman of Russia. And remember, we're playing modified pool play, so 2 opening games in the pool. The winners then play each other for the right to go straight into the second knockout round. The losers go into the first knockout round, and the 2 losers of the opening pool matches play each other. Losers go home, the winners go into the first knockout round. So the top 3 in each group or each pool will progress to the knockout stages of this third and final 4-star event in Cancun, the final being played on Sunday. So we're almost ready to go, and as always we'll start with our officials. And there she is on the far side, our first referee for this opening men's match on centre court on day 1 of main draw action. So the first referee, there she is from Poland, Agnieszka Miskowska. As the anthem sounds out around the stadium, the Caribbean Sea rolling in behind her. A little bit of seaweed in there today, it doesn't look quite as inviting as it has done, but still I don't think any of us would complain if we had the opportunity to spend the day on the beach. And Osvaldo Somerville will be the second referee. So let's get down onto the stand, introduce the 2 sides, and well, wearing number 1. Well, he's been around a very long time, nearly 2 decades on the tour. He is an absolute monster, 6'7". He'll be doing the blocking. Jacob Spiker Gibb. at the sprightly age of 45 years of age, and his partner is Crabb, who wears 2, and he'll be doing his work in the backcourt. Local interest here, and wearing number 1 is Miguel Sarabia, and he is 194 or 6'4", and Ramon Stevens at 188 or 6'2" with a white cap is his partner. In the first event here, they lost in the qualification round, and in the second one they were 4th in Pool A. Well, they had a tough one in event 1. Mol and Sorum and Cherif and Ahmed, their 2 games. Of course, those 2 went on to share the gold medal match. Yet to win a set in the first 2 hubs, Mexico will get this underway, serving from right to left in the red tops, United States in white, and Gibb is straight into action, winning the first point. Well, there's a big chunk of net there, and a little bit of fortune for Sarabia. Gibb thought he'd be retired by now. He's going to hang it all up after Tokyo 2020. A good block, but obviously with the health crisis in the world at the moment and the games being postponed until July of this year, an extra year on the tour for him. Well, you can see the wind there really blowing that set from Gibb back, and Crabb will roll it into that far corner, and that is well worked by Crabb. So that one off the net did land wide, and so 4-0 is the score. Another 3 points on the Crabb serve. Big serve goes to Sarabia. Roll shot down the line, and that was clever from Crabb because he had his body at 45 degrees from this angle. Watch here. He looks like he's going to go cross court and then just opens the palm of his hand to roll up over the block. Really good play. Over on the second ball, and Mexico are on the scoreboard. Oh, that's a great reach from Stevens. Gone, more great defense from the Mexico number 2, but in the end it's in vain. And at the first side switch, the USA firmly in control of the opener here, 6-1. Well, the Mexicans on homestand, the wildcard entries, just giving them the exposure to the top level more than they would normally. Certainly more than they would normally expect on the FIVB Beach Volleyball World Tour. Nicely done. Crabb not getting to that one. Over on the second ball, Gibb gets there and then a huge net caught. The block? No, it's off the net and wide. And Mexico starting to settle into this one now. Good get from Stevens. But he can't get the ball over the net. So Gibb will serve. And with all the restrictions going around COVID, well, like the general public's going beach ball, how to go and get your own ball. No ball boys or girls, that's clever. From Stevens, who's having a good game here. Although Gibb showing quick reactions even to get a hand on that. Stevens wise to the Taylor Crabb antics and didn't move. Read that cross court well, and now takes a leaf out of the Taylor Crabb book here. Watch this. Shapes to go straight down the line and then just opens the hand and goes cross court to make it a 2-point game. So 5-2 in that second set. Let's see if the team on the left of screen playing into the wind has the advantage, because it was 6-1 to the left hand court in the first set, and 5-2 in the second set, and 1-0 in the third set. And now Sarabia gets in on the act with a little pokey. It seems as if finesse is winning the day here, as opposed to power right now. Yeah, Sarabia feeling that ball from Gibb was held ball. Have a look at this. You can make your own decisions. Perhaps a little bit of sympathy for Mexico. That touch. So 11-7, Gibb serves. Service error. So Stevens serves to Gibb. And the final point for the technical timeout. USA lead by 4, 12-8. Gibb going down the line and off the attempted block. Yeah, nicely done, the flat set. And it is 12-9 at the technical timeout. And it's just starting to level up. 4 points one at the left hand side of the screen, 3 on the other, but 15-6. 15 points won with the wind, 6 against the wind. Or the other way round, should I say, sorry. 15 points won into the wind and 6 on downwind. The wind blowing towards us from that far end, from that scoreboard. And talks about Gibb having to extend his career by 12 months, and as a result he's spent most of it working on his physical condition, whereas Crabb is basically trying to play every tournament he can. In fact, Crabb has reached 27 semi-finals in the last 30 AVP Tour events he's played. Back set, Gibb with the power. Oh, good work from Gibb at the net. And Stevens once again showing that he won't be rushed. He'll take his time, see what the American setup is looking like, and then make his call. That, however, is rather wild. Gibb goes big, good read by Stevens. Over on second ball, good set from Crabb. No one at home in the Mexico backcourt. Stevens then to serve. (12-15) goes to Gibb. Back set from Crabb. Good read by Stevens. Is that set too close to the net? Yes, it is. And Stevens goes wide, and for the first time, pair playing downwind have won the majority of the points in a set of 7 for 3 in that set of 7. So the USA, the looking pretty good in this opening set, leading by 4. And with Mexico yet to win a set in either of the 2 events played prior to the 3rd one. And they've got a lot of work to do in this opener. Excellent work from Taylor Crabb. But it's to no avail because Sarabia finds the finish. The first get was fantastic from Gibb. He only got there because he's so tall. And then Crabb with a wonderful dig as well. But as I say, all to no avail. Chicken win from Sarabia. The service error from Gibb is second actually from that left hand end. Two points away from the first set here for the USA. Crabb trying to go over. With the flying right hand. So last point in the set of 7 for the side switch. It will be Sarabia with it. Goes to Crabb, who tries to get cute. And now the momentum's changed because the right hand side wins 4 out of the 7 points. So maybe a reflection of the teams coming to terms with the conditions out there. Or maybe the wind has just dropped a little bit more, but how about that for a backdrop? Beautiful blue sea. Almost cobalt in colour. Sarabia looking like he's gulping that air in. Gibb just getting that all wrong. So what will we be done in this set of 7s? Mexico starting to get a little closer. Oh, the overset. Good get from Stevens, still alive. Can he finish? Straight at Gibb, who does really well to keep it alive. Again, is that set too close? No, it's not. Sarabia makes it a 1-point game. And the USA, who are looking comfortable at 18-13, now find themselves leading by 1, and the USA call the timeout. And all of a sudden, the USA looking a little tentative. And now that right hand court hoodoo seems to return. Well, the Americans using their experience calling that timeout to try and take the momentum out of the Mexican game, but at one stage teams on the left hand side had won more than 2 times as many points as the side playing downwind. Starting to level itself up a bit now. Yeah, they've now won. $16 points playing downwind. $21 into the wind. And they go to Gibb, who can't handle it, and Mexico are back on level terms. 5 unanswered points for the Mexicans. Sarabia, he'll be happy to keep on serving, as tiring as it may be. Again, he feels big. And perhaps having got the momentum, a percentage serve might have been the call there. Just ask USA to win the point rather than giving them the point. You've just rattled off 5 points. Stevens to keep this set alive, goes down the line, well read by Crabb, and there is Gibb, who wants this one done and dusted. Mexico, who did so well the back end of that first set, come away with absolutely nothing. They've got to focus on the positives, and there were a lot of positives. You can see there, a little shake of the head from Stevens. He knows how close they were to winning their first set in all 3 hubs, but it's all about game management. Having got yourself back to 9-2 with the opposition on the ropes, for me, I'm sure there'll be plenty who disagree, but for me, get the serve in, make the team that are feeling tentative play, make them win the point. So often, make your opponent play another shot, have another set of touches. You never know what might happen. Power from Stevens. Crabb unable to deal with it. 4-3 USA. First set of 7. Just taking a couple of seconds longer in this heat. A little float serve from Stevens finds Gibb, and there's a big block. Sarabia. Well, the American pair in the first event came third in Pool D. They won their second game to get in the first and the qualifying, or knockout I should say. Again, they'll go to Gibb, trying to get a repeat of what's just happened. Good left-handed dig from Stevens. Line is the call, and he can't make the block. Sarabia. So yeah, they got into the first knockout round, beat Brown Musen, then lost to Guto and Arthur of Brazil. And in event 2, they were 4th in Pool C. They didn't qualify for the knockout. Yeah, good cut. Sarabia then, serving at 5-6. Stevens, full length. Can't keep it alive. Yeah, nicely done. Trying to change it up, doesn't work. And at the second side switch, America need 8-6. The Americans keen to get on with it. Mexico just taking their time. Taylor Crabb stands, ball in hand. Stevens on the service reception. Can he find the spike cross court? He can. Nice finish. Too long. And parity between these two now. And Sarabia is enjoying his serving, isn't he, from that left-hand end. Yep, nicely done. Can Mexico finally get their noses in front in this one? Gibb with a pokey. Keeps his team in front. 2 more points till technical timeout. Big block, but it doesn't come off for Gibb. Except that it comes down on the wrong side from his perspective. Another big serve from Sarabia. That's a really good set from Taylor Crabb out wide. And the USA get to the technical timeout in front. And Stevens and Sarabia, they're knocking on the door here. They're not a long way behind, are they, in terms of just getting some reward for their effort. So the American pair have a couple of medals to their name, all coming fairly recently. They won the Chetumal 4-star the last time they came to Mexico, and they were 5th at the Doha 4-star in March of last year. And 3rd at the Doha 4-star at the start of this, so last month. 9th in the first Cancun event, 25th in the second. Oh, that's a great get from Sarabia. The USA struggling to keep it alive, but I tell you what, some great work from both Gibb and Crabb. Give them the point. That is a wonderful piece of athleticism, as is that dig from Gibb, the pass from Taylor Crabb, and the finish. Great beach volleyball all round. Cuts it onto the line. Oh, yes, fantastic. No, he can't finish it, Stevens. just sums up Mexico. They do so much good stuff, hard work, you know, and then it just can't quite get the reward. That died, but it didn't die quick enough. That was close. And the ace serve, Mexico finally in front, 14-13. Good read by Stevens. Oh, that set is getting too close to net. He's kept it alive. Sarabia and Gibb. Oh, brilliant. Oh, what a rally. What a rally. Both sides out of shape. Both sides at full stretch. And Mexico, well, they're down on their knees. Hands on knees, but how about this for brilliance? And unsurprisingly, give them the chance to catch their breath and grab some water. Well, the fitness here is really going to tell. And you would say the fitness is with the USA. But the adrenaline will be pumping for Mexico, and that might just see them through. 15-13. They've been playing really well since the midpoint of the first set. Nicely done. And this is where Gibb needs to use all his experience to manage this run. This momentum from Mexico. And then Gibb again comes up with a block. And we'll talk about the experience. This is Gibb's 145th FIVB tournament, compared to 8 for Stevens, 8 for Sarabia, 36 for Taylor Crabb. Of course, there's AVP and Norseka experience in there as well, but at the very highest level. Gibb, well, nearly more than 3 times as much experience as the other 3 put together. Service error again at a fairly crucial moment in the game, and again it's from Sarabia. So it goes over second ball, and it almost comes back off the net. Sarabia even has kinetic tape that goes with his sunglasses frame. Taylor Crabb, spike cross court. So this is crunch time in the second set. Will we have a match point? Or will we have a set point in this one? A change in proceedings for Taylor Crabb. Cut shot, Crabb gets there, but he can't keep it alive. And The side switch. Mexico lead by 1. They're getting there. Could get no.
18. Second set.
Stevens on service reception. Just gets the top of the Gibb block. Stevens could get. Now this is a really big chance here for Mexico. They can't take it. Crabb. Sarabia breaks, keeps the ball alive from a long way off the net. Stevens from his knees, and Sarabia finds unguarded sand, and here are 2 set points. Mexico with the opportunity to win their first set of their time here in Cancun, and unsurprisingly the timeout is called. Mexico will just have a chance to think about it. Gibb trying to cool himself down. Low 30s in the shade. You can only imagine how hot it is out there in the sun in centre court. Well, Mexico fought back at the end of the first set. Couldn't quite get some reward for their effort, but here is a massive chance. So they've had a chance to think about it, catch their breath. Stevens serves to Gibb. First match point, oh sorry, set point saved. But the next one comes on the Crabb serve. Taylor Crabb serves to Sarabia. The block is out, and Mexico win the first set of their time here in Cancun, 21-19. And here is a really big opportunity for them. I thought the opportunity might have gone. Gibb can't control the block, and Mexico have the momentum. So we need a third and deciding set.
Let's go. Tie break. Vamos a la muerte súbita.
Well, what a performance by this two. Now the question is, which way is it going to fall in this third set?
The Warriors are back. Keep it up. 15 points. Come on.
So Stevens in the race to 15 gets this third set underway. Side switch every 5. Mexico full of confidence now. They really are playing well.
Una diagonal espectacular defense. 1-0. Come on.
And of course, remember, if they win this third set, Mexico, they will go to the knockout stages. Stevens serving with power and confidence. And the USA to try and just weather this confidence and momentum from Mexico. Good block, good block. Those sort of plays will really help. Yeah. Taylor Crabb serve. Stevens unable to deal with it. And as quickly as Mexico had that momentum, the USA could take it away with a positive start to this third set. Again, they go to Stevens. And Stevens can't find the cut shot, and suddenly at the first side switch, Mexico's body language not quite as positive as it was just a few moments ago. Again, Stevens on the end of the serve. Crabb goes over. Stevens just about manages to get up there with the right hand. Goes long. That is a lovely little shot from Lemon Stevens. Fingertip stuff to keep that alive. Good block, and suddenly Mexico back in it. Sarabia might be giving away 7 centimeters in height to Jake Gibb, but he got up and made himself tall. And it just takes the cap off Stevens. Wow. Crabb and Gibb, Stevens and Sarabia just gulping down the oxygen whenever they can. Let's have another look at this one. Good get from Gibb, aside from Crabb. And a bit of luck and more relief, I think, than anything else. It is energy sapping out there. Well, second side switch. Mexico with a bit of work to do here in the race to 15, 3-7 down. Jake Gibb, extremely fit, but this heat, these conditions, very, very tiring. Good gets, nice work. Stevens scrambling to get up, and in the end, comes up with the right shot at the right time. 4-7. Coach encouraging from behind this service line where Mexico and Stevens is just gulping in the air. Unlucky from Stevens. Again, that high serve, and Stevens again reacting well under pressure. Clarity of thought. Just wide from Stevens, and it's 10-5 USA at the next side switch. USA lead. Such an important set, this one, because of course the winner goes straight into the knockout stages, whatever happens in the second pool game, because of the format of the competition. Losers do get another bite of the cherry. The other two teams in this pool B, Ehlers and Pflugen of Germany, Miskiv and Lehmann of Russia. Crabb. 11-6. Big block. And USA look to have seen off this Mexican challenge. Just on the wind, and Gibb can use his stretch. No, he's gone over, reaching over the net. And so Mexico take the point, 12-7. This time he makes the block. No, the touch on the net from Gibb. So he's saying he blocked it into the net. We'll have another look. Hard to see from that angle. So, no, it's now gone against Mexico for USA, 13-7, not 12-8. And here are 7 match points for the USA. A little bit of anger management in that spike from Mexico. And as a result, it went long. Cross court for the first time of asking. Gibb wins the match for the USA. 15-7 in the third. And the USA breathe a sigh of relief. They will make it through the knockout stage, but will they make it into knockout round 2 or knockout round 1? They'll await the winners of Ehlers and Flugen and Miskov and Learman, while Sarabia and Stevens will await the losers to try and stay alive in this competition. Well, what a match that was. USA dominating the early stages of the first set. They led 18-3. Everything was coming off them. They were showing their athleticism, their prowess, and basically their more experience at this level. And then Mexico, with a little bit of a comeback at the end of the first set, leveled it up at 19-all when they were 14-8 down. But in the end, USA getting over the line 21-19. And into the second set, USA in front early on, but only by a point or 2, and then Mexico getting their nose in front 14-13 and seeing it through to win that second set. This was one of the great points. There were some fantastic rallies in that second set, and that was the set point that gave Mexico their first set in the events they played here in Cancun. But into the decider, it was a set too far for Mexico, and some very tired legs out there, unsurprisingly, because it's energy sapping stuff. And USA prevailing in 3 sets. Final score in this one, 21-19, 19-21, 15-7. Gibb and Taylor Crabb through to the knockout stages. Cancun in Mexico, once again the venue for the third and final four-star event. And it is the first day of main draw action. And in the men's competition, it is Qatar against Italy in Pool C, the number 3 seeds, against the qualifiers from Italy, the number 30 seeds. Well, hello everybody, welcome along to Cancun and the third four-star event out of 3, and the men are in action on centre court here on Playa del Finas. The Grand Oasis Hotel once again playing host to this event. For the third time in 4 years, the FIVB World Tour comes to Mexico. The Yucatan Peninsula and the Caribbean Sea, which has a little bit of seaweed in it today, which is a little disappointing, but still a lovely cobalt blue colour as it washes up on the Playa del Finas. And we have the number 3 seeds from Qatar, the runners-up in the first 2 events, on court up against the qualifiers from Italy. And this could be quite a test for Andrea Abbiati and Andreatta as they take on Cherif and Ahmed. Just awaiting the first official quick turnaround after our first game in the men's competition on centre court between Gibb and Taylor Crabb, and the Mexican pairing of Miguel Sarabia and Ramon Stevens went to 3 sets. The Mexicans winning their first set in the 3 events they played here, but ultimately going down. Remember, modified pool play in this competition, so the winners of this game will go to play the winners of the other Pool C match between George and Andre of Brazil and Canton Losiak of Poland, with the winners of that game going through to the second knockout stages. 2 losers meet each others, and the winners of that go through to the knockout stage. Okay, let's get out onto the park, onto the sand, and introduce you to our officials and a very smiley first referee over on the far side, up on the steps. Mario Ferro from Brazil is looking after this one, and she was just our first referee in the first match we have covered for the men's. Now she's the second, Agnieszka Leshukov of Poland. So Italy, the first to be introduced.
Number 1,
Tiziano Andreatta, where's 1, and Andrea Abbiati, where's number 2? He'll be in the back court. Andreatta will be in the front. And for Qatar, wearing number 1, 195 in height, Cherif. It was made from that song for his introduction. And wearing number 2, Ahmed Tijan, 185 5 in the backcourt. Of course, no handshakes allowed.
All right, shake. All right,
So
show me, Cherif.
we'll get this one underway.
Abbiati.
Italy will be serving from left to right. In the green shirts, Qatar in the red. And it's going to be Abbiati. Clearly been doing some training with Karambula. The skyball serve first up. Not finding the target. Opted to do that one into the wind. Nice one-handed by Abbiati off to his right-hand side, but Cherif is there to make the block.
Shake, Tisha, serving.
Ahmed Tijan going to Andreatta.
All right, Tisha.
Through the block. Too long.
1-3, and
And Italy on the scoreboard. Didn't play in the first hub event here in Cancun, and in the second one they lost in the second round of qualification to Pedlo and Shakhtar of Canada. So this is their first main draw appearance in Mexico. And a bit of a baptism of fire up against a pair that are buzzing at the moment, having finished second in the first 2 hub events here, losing to Moll and Sorum in both finals. Norwegian pair not here for the third event, so giving everyone else a bit of a chance, isn't it? Cherif again, big block, first side switch. Qatar dominating those early exchanges. The Italians did get their first win in the Ljubljana One Star last summer. Been together since 2018, the Italians. So Qatar first played together in 2014. There goes that skyball serve again. Hasn't been particularly successful. I wonder how many more skyball serves we'll see. Ahmed Tijan serving to Abbiati. Abbiati. Cherif rolls it over into empty sand. Oh, do we get another skyball throw? We are. And again, it's a waste. That's 3 now. He's tried. 3 wasted. That's a third of Qatar's points on service errors. At some point you've got to cut your losses. Yep, well done. Andreatta. Just going over on second ball. Finding the line, side switch. 5-9 Italy trail. Cherif just completely missing that, taking his eyes off the ball. From Ahmed off the block.
9-6, 10-6.
Yeah, nicely done. Perfectly rolled down the line. Good block. Abbiati going back to a more conventional serve and serving his side well. Cherif gets up big and he gets up big again. And Italy right back in this now. 3 unanswered points, 10-9. Off the block. So Qatar will have the advantage at the technical timeout, but will it be 1 or 3 points? Yeah, short back set. 11-10. Qatar lead.
Come on.
Abbiati and Andreatta will feel pretty good that they managed to right themselves off that 6-1 start. They've done pretty well. 9-5 since they was 1-6 down. And that's the beauty. You can have a not so good start and then find your rhythm, and then everything starts to click. Now, can they continue to apply pressure? The Qatar pair have lost a game in the pool stages of both hub events. Lost their first one in the first event, the second one
What a
in the
spike.
second.
Cherif.
Cherif making it 12-10. Big Schalkenbrunner in event 1 in their second pool match to make it into the knockout stages. That nicely done from Cherif. Then they went on to beat Krasilnikov and Stoyanovsky, Karambula and Rossi, Emakora and Plizdals in the semi-finals. Yep, nicely done into the backboard. (15-11). Qatar lead, another service error from that man. Cherif just standing in the way, so couldn't see Abbiati the serve. Abbiati, yeah, nicely done. A lot of service errors in the Italian game.
16-12. Qatar on the lead. Man, the bacon's
I think
official.
we're looking still around a third of the Qatar points coming from service errors. Eradicate half of those and suddenly it's a lot closer, isn't it? Or potentially a lot closer. Low 30s in the shade in Cancun today. It's going to be very hot out there in the sun. Yep, nicely done.
Italy.
Going across the net.
What a line shot. 60 shot. Seventeen, 14.
Just too heavy with that first touch. Ahmed Tijan then, 18-14, first sets. Qatar looking to get event 3 off to a winning start. Good block, Cherif, and he's there again. multiple. Mario Fellow is pointing out that he made a mistake. Cherif stopped playing. Oh, that is big power from Andreatta. Really put everything through that one. Cherif says, anything you can do, I can do as well. And here are 5 set points.
Punto de set para Qatar. Los pelícanos, bienvenidos los pelícanos.
First set point goes a begging. Second set point, however, does not. And the opening set of this Pool C encounter on centre court goes the way of Qatar, 21-16. It ebbed and flowed, but in truth, the number 3 seeds, Cherif and Ahmed, in control of the opening set. Italy briefly threatened at 10-11 at the technical timeout, but after that Qatar went through the gears and comfortably took the first set. The older of the two Italians with plenty of chat.
All right, back to the court, the Warriors, come on.
And all too short sit down in the shade for both sets of players. Here comes set 2. So Abbiati will get set 2 underway. Serves to Cherif. And Cherif thunders one down the middle.
1-0.
Sunny's come off, so that needs sorting. Ahmed Tijan will serve to Andreatta. Yeah, Cherif fancied that one, didn't he? Just see him squat a little deeper to get that elevation as he saw that set come in. The pass. The flatter set from Italy doesn't come off, and it's another fast start to a set from Qatar. Well, the idea was right, the execution wasn't quite there. And Andreatta just having a good hard look at that ball. Over on the second ball. And it's not quite the same start to the second set it was the first, when Qatar led 6-1 at the first side switch. It's 5-2 on this occasion to Qatar. But they already have given themselves quite a bit to do. Set, going to say too close to the net. It was, but Ahmed adapted fast enough. Yep, well done. Well, now there is a similar scoreline to that first set when Qatar led 7-3. Yeah, long set across the length of the net to work the angle. Yep, well finished. He comes in the diagonal in the last minute. Brings the arm across rather than through. Second side switch, 9-5 Qatar lead. Cherif will go to Abbiati. Great work from Ahmed, and he finishes. That is super work.
What a ball.
Great defense. It was thundered at him, but he had the control. Blocking, and it's him.
Cherif closed the door.
Well, 11-5. It's a lot bigger, the lead now, than it was in the first set. And a timeout is called by Italy at 11-6. 11-5, sorry. A deficit of 6. And Italy, well, need to start a comeback here. Beat the English pair, Joaquin Bello and Javier Bello, in the first qualifier. That was 3 sets. And then they beat another Italian pair, Windisch and Contafava, in 3 sets. They were nearly on court 2 hours yesterday, an hour and, well, we're going to be precise, an hour and 46 minutes. Whereas the Qatar pair had the day off. So a lot of beach volleyball already played by Italy. And it's energy sapping heat. They played 2 games yesterday, come out again today. It's tough, but ultimately that's what they want to do. They want to be in that main draw in the knockout stages. They've got to try and win one of these 2 games. Cherif goes to Andreatta. Yeah, nicely done.
Everywhere.
Yeah, well done. So 1 more point for the technical timeout. Touch on the net from Cherif. It means that it is a 5-point lead instead of a 7-point lead for Qatar at the technical timeout, but still a very healthy position for the number 3 seed in the second set of this opening Pool C match for them against Abbiati and Andreatta of Italy, the qualifiers. Well, they're up against it here, Italy. There's no doubt about that. We talked about Qatar's first event. The second event, they're in Pool G. They were second in that pool and went into the first of the knockout stage. Beat Brouwer and Musen in the first round. Gerson and Heidrich in the second. Lupa and Nicolai in the third. Kambula and Rossi in the semi-final. Then lost that final, but they've had a good start to this season. 5th, 2nd and 2nd in the 3 events played. And they won the Doha 1 star just before the Qatar Cup in March. So they're definitely on form here, Cherif and Ahmed. Yeah, good work from Cherif. Good finish. Now, can they mount a comeback here, Italy? A couple of runner points now. 2 or 3 points would do nicely. Well, he got there, Abbiati, but he couldn't control the power. Yep, just got 2 cues on the ball in Andreatta. Couldn't execute it, wasn't far off, was he? Qatar now 4 points away from taking this contest. Cherif serving 17-10. Oh, that didn't miss by much. That's a great get from Abbiati. Now can he finish? Yes, he can. Well done, Abbiati. Missed control. Brings Italy to within 5. Ace. Down the middle, gets them to within 4. Well, there's the run of 3 points we were talking about. A 4th would be nice for Italy. Off the net cord. And they do get a 4th. And timeout called by Qatar. They were going along quite nicely. They just hit a little bump in the road. Can they weather it? Italy giving themselves a chance here. 4 unanswered points. Qatar just trying to take the momentum out of this Italy game. So Mario Ferro will blow his whistle, and Andreatta serves to Ahmed Tijan, who gets the Qatar scoreboard ticking once more. And if Italy don't manage to come back, it's their slow starts in both sets that have really cost them. Cherif makes the block. Andreatta reacts quick enough, but he can't react quick enough there. And here are 5 match points.
Match points, Qatar.
Hitting the ball over the net, Cherif. So first match point saved. Cherif just getting a little big on that one. Third match point. And they go to Cherif, and it comes back off the net. Got another match point saved. Here is the 4th of the 5. Again, they go to Cherif, and he's not going to make that mistake again. And Qatar win their opening Pool C game against Italy. Cherif and Ahmed beat Abbiati and Andreatta 21-16, 21-18, and Italy paying the price for slow starts in both sets. A good comeback in that second set. They were 13-6 down. Plenty of unorthodox points in that contest. Qatar in such good form right now, having picked up the silver in both of the first 2 events here. That's in the first set. In Italy, well, they were close at it. 11-10 in the first set, and then sort of let things drift away, having gone down 1-6 at the start, and then they were 2-6 down at the start of the second, and it looked for all the world that it was going to be pretty easy when it was 11 or 18-11 to Qatar. But you have to credit Italy for the fight back, but they'd left themselves just too much to make up. And despite saving 3 match points at the 4th time of asking, that was the 3rd match point, but at the 4th time of asking, which is this one, Cherif comes up with the spike to book their place in the knockout stages. 21-16, 21-18, Cherif and Ahmed progress in Hub 3. It's the first day of main draw action at the third event in the Cancun hub, and in the men's competition, Leshukov and Semenov of Russia, the number 10 seeds, take on Ontiveros and Virgen of Mexico, the number 23 seeds. Hello everybody, welcome along to the Playa del Finas in Cancun on the Yucatan Peninsula in the southeast of the country, as for the third time in 4 years the FIVB Beach Volleyball World Tour comes to Mexico. The Grand Oasis Hotel, the host for all three of these hub events, and we've witnessed some cracking beach volleyball on day one of this main draw. And next up we have a Russian side in good form here in Mexico, up against a Mexican pairing that have struggled and lost all 4 games they've played in pool action. So we are ready to get this game underway. Pool G contest. I'll introduce you to the officials first up, and then Russia, followed by Mexico. And there's the familiar figure of Davide Crescentini of Italy on the far side, the first referee. And he's going to be ably assisted by Mario Ferro of Brazil, who was the first referee in our last match here on centre court. So let's introduce you to the Russian pairing, and wearing one, Ilya Leshukov, a 27-year-old, 1.90 m, but his playing mate Konstantin Semenov, 2 m 10, 6'11" if you prefer. Oh, what a blocking machine he will be for this Mexican pair. They've been together for 8 years this month, and wearing one, Amparo Ontiveros, 1.85 m. And Juan Virgen, 1.97, still giving away 13 centimeters to Konstantin Semenov. The Russians, 9th in event 2 and 5th in event 1. Big power from Leshukov. Semenov also to Ontiveros. Russian pair have been together since 2017. Measured from Leshukov, so a chance here for Mexico. Ontiveros makes a bit of a hash of that one. But that is the pressure that Semenov puts on the spiker, especially the smaller of the two Mexicans. Leshukov again with good power. I think we'll see a lot of serving to Ontiveros from Russia and a lot of serving to Leshukov from Mexico. So Leshukov now again picks out Ontiveros, the back set. Ontiveros with the roll shot, and I have a feeling that will be the tactic to try and negate Semenov's height. You can leave it later, you can leave it till he's on the way down. Going with power, you've got to hit it near the top of the trajectory. First side switch. 5-2 Russia. Semenov deep in conversation with Leshukov, just being asked to get a shift on. Oh, that's very casual from Semenov. Have a look at this. It's like a Sunday afternoon hit for Semenov out on the beach. But again, just asking if he's come over the net. Very unorthodox from Semenov right now. Some big hitting here from the Russians. Over again, serving 3-8. Chance here, but that's a good block from Semenov, and again can't get the angle on the cross-court cut. Again, winning that little joust. Semenov just holding his right elbow. Just a little bit too long, and chance here for Mexico just to go on a little bit of a run. 9-5. Couple of unanswered points. Yeah, the wind for the most part in this 3-hub event has been coming from the right hand side of the court as we look down, so from behind the Russians now. Certainly on that diagonal. Yep, good finish from Ontiveros. Good finish to get the scoreboard ticking once more. (10-7). A bit more respectability about the scoreline now, and it will just give Mexico that little lift. They'll fill in the game. 7-2. They're feeling a bit cast adrift, but they can get another couple of points on serve. And the casual nature of Semenov bites him on that occasion. Yep, well done. Coming from well outside the sideline. Only really one way the ball's going to go. Semenov wins that joust. Yeah, nicely done. Well done. And again, resisting the temptation to go down the line where Semenov was coming across. Semenov moving to his left, trying to cut that off. Ontiveros goes to Leshukov. Enjoyed that one. And at the technical timeout, it is Russia by 3, 12-9. But still a close call in this opening set. Good power from Leshukov. And a little bit of cloud cover for the players, which will be welcomed. Now the Mexican pair in the first event were fourth in Pool G. They lost to Karambula and Rossi and Perisic and Schweiner. And then in event 2 lost to Fialek and Briel and Herrera and Guevara in Pool E. Russians second in Pool A. In the first event, they beat Cherif and Ahmed, but lost to Mol and Sorum. Then beat Novak and Tisar of Estonia, Meta and Hausner of Switzerland. Lost the quarterfinal to Perisic and Schweiner of the Czech Republic. So going to be Semenov to get us back underway. Good get from Leshukov. And again couldn't control it, and well, Semenov with the entire court to aim at, makes no mistake.
Buen servicio de los europeos.
14-9, Semenov serving. And it's a big serve. And as quickly as that, Mexico go from being in touch to way behind, and they decide to call the timeout just to try and reset the momentum. And well, we can talk about that second event for Russia. Just got the first event away in that technical timeout, and they lost, remember, the quarterfinal to Perisic and Schweiner, while they came third in Pool A in event 2, and in the first knockout round they beat Perisic and Schweiner, so setting that record straight from the previous one, but then lost to Alisson and Alvaro Filo in the second knockout stage. And Brazilian pair going on to take the bronze. So on both occasions, Leshukov and Semenov losing in the knockout stages to a side that went into the final four.
Lo que sigue en esta tercera etapa hay que controlarlo.
Well, that's good skills from Leshukov. Oh no, the set from Semenov not on point, and it allows Mexico to win the joust. Yeah, big blocking. So 17-11. Russia in the driving seat.
La fuerza rompe el bloqueo ruso altísimo. Encima los mexicanos.
Too big from Virgen. Back set. And good power from Ontiveros. Serve to Semenov. Well, the set isn't great. I tell you what, Ontiveros has done really well there. And McGinn's block sails away, but how about that get from Ontiveros? He had to contend with the advertising hoardings, the loose ball that was there. Off the block. Nicely done. And here are 6 first set points for Leshukov and Semenov. Got the touch on the way through, so the first set point is saved. Ontiveros serves to Semenov, and the little pokey is enough to give the first set to the Russian pairing. The number 10 seeds taking it comfortably, 21-15. And Mexico not really causing too many issues for the Russian pair. Not consistent enough. The Russian pair, 2 gold medals together. The Yangzhou 4-star event in October 2018, and 5 months earlier they won the Mersin 3-star in May 2018. They've no silver medals, but 3 bronzes. The Hague 4-star at the start of 2019, that indoor 4-star event in The Hague in January, and then in June of 19 the bronze medal at the Warsaw 4-star, and also the 4-star at Ostrava coming in June of 2018. So the medal matches they've been in, they've won. Majority of that losses coming in the quarter-final stage. Semenov does have 2 other World Tour wins to his name. A little wild with that serve. He won the Anapa Open in 2013, the Moscow Grand Slam in 2014. So 4 titles to his name on the World Tour. I tell you what, he's found some angle there as Leshukov. Some very experienced players out there. Leshukov, the least experienced at 31 tournaments.
Este tirazo de los magos, Juan muy pegado a la red. Los iguales, los mexicanos inician muy bien este set. Levantaron su nivel. ¡Ánimo!
Service error. Semenov, a little puff of the cheeks, and it goes to the big serve, picks out Virgen on the roll, on the diagonal. Nicely played, using the full length of that diagonal. Yes, he's got it there again with the block, and it is Mexico who are in front for the first time in this contest. 4-3, big block from Juan Virgen. And another point for Mexico. The sparse crowd start to get involved. I tell you what, he's done really well there, Ontiveros, because there was a big set and it was moving around in the wind. That's gone a long way up there. Semenov there with the block. It was close, not close enough. Nothing to split them. The second side switch. Again, not quite strong enough. It's gone over the net. Davide Costantini explaining his decision. He's looking right down the net. He's got to be careful here. Semenov sees the first referee going for the pocket and just walks away, and that is the wisest thing to do. You're not going to win that conversation. Big block from Juan Virgen. Just too long. And Leshukov changing tack because of the block on the previous point. He decides to roll and go long, and he just gets it too long. Let's have another look. Oh, the tape doesn't move, and Russia call the timeout. 7-10 in the second set. They were comfortable in the first set, but they're being made to work a little bit harder in set 2.
Ya tenemos la programación femenil para esta tarde. Ronda de ganadoras. Partidazo. A las 5 de la tarde, Estados Unidos, Kerry y Brooke contra las campeonas mundiales, las canadienses Paván y Melissa. En otro duelo de invictas, Colonia se juega en cancha 4. A las brasileñas, Talita y Dayana Lima, que ganaron primer evento aquí en Cancún. Y después cerramos con Estados Unidos, Wisconsin contra Agatha.
Davide Costantini just having a little conversation with Semenov and a couple of points ago. And cloud just come over, so that will be welcome relief. It's been pretty hot here all day again. And it's going to be just as hot tomorrow. Again, tries to get the cut shot going, but again, Semenov, very casual, and he pays the price. So some anger there from Leshukov. Semenov peels away. And Ontiveros finds the spike to put Mexico in front by 3 at the technical timeouts. Semenov and Leshukov 9, Ontiveros and Virgen 12. It's been a good second set for the Mexican pair. We said they lost to the made the final four. They lost to the bronze medalists in both the first two events. Ontiveros and Virgen, well, their best on the World Tour is second on 2 occasions. the Antalya Open in 2015, where they lost to Karambula Rangeri in the final, and the Kinzhou 3-star, just Sulap and Velichko of Russia. So no wins on the World Tour, but 12 wins between them on the Norseka Tour, including 6 in 2013. That one goes against Mexico. Let's have another look. Off the net cord. Leshukov. Davide Crescentini. Going one way then the other. Goes the net touch against left hand, right hand first, left hand. Eventually. To the Russians. Cut shot. Good work. And this one going point for point now. Back sets, big power from Ontiveros, and Semenov can get that. Oh, brilliant! Brilliant work from Leshukov. Control that spike, which had a lot of power on well. Semenov, credit to him, he made up a lot of ground. And the set, well, it fell perfectly for Leshukov in full flow. Semenov somehow gets that back. And again, finds the winner. It's a slugfest out there right now. You have a go, we'll have a go. And nothing to choose between these two. Again goes the wrong side of the net as far as Mexico are concerned. Leshukov just checking he's okay. Might have won that one in the face. Again. No, he's got that one all wrong.
momento.
Off Semenov. And they stay in touch, Mexico. Semenov on the service receive. Yes, well done. Business end, set 2. Yeah, good finish. Really good finish from Virgen. And they just need a little something extra here, Mexico. Couple of points on serve, put Russia under some pressure on their own serve. Change up, go to Leshukov. Leshukov has been pretty good all day. Certainly more consistent than Semenov. Semenov's had his moments, but at times perhaps a little too casual. Foot fault, can you believe it? What a time to serve that little bad boy. Semenov can have the conversation all he likes. Decision has been made. Well, the thing is, they're still in front. He's got to just try and forget that. I appreciate sometimes that's easier said than done when you're sitting on the sideline watching in. I think it's the most natural thing to do, but when you're caught up in the pressure of the game, sometimes things aren't quite as clear as they might be. Semenov, good guess. Nope, can't keep it alive. Desperate dive from Ontiveros. Oh, what a rally! What a rally! Well, Leshukov had a chance to take that rally, didn't quite get it right. And Mexico taking full advantage. This is key here. Ontiveros reads that one. Is that too close to the net? Good block from Semenov. It's still there for Mexico. And lands out. 19 all.
conocer a los mexicanos.
19 all, big point here. It's match point or set point. Semenov on service reception. He's a bit of the way from the net, and as a result, he again makes the block. And here is set point. It is on the Virgen serve. Russia led 19-17. Big serve on set point. Leshukov is a long way from the net. And Leshukov finds sand to save set point. Timeout called. Mexico at 20 all in the second set. They've just seen set point disappear. And the locals are starting to enjoy this one. I'm looking forward to that band striking up. Well, Mexico have given a really good account of themselves in this second set, but they'll be wanting to get a set on the scoreboard, give themselves a shot at the win and a place in the knockout stages by winning that third set. 20 all. Big point coming up again. Match point or set point. Russia with ball in hand. Semenov. Good finish. Ontiveros. So for the second time, set point Mexico. Yep, well done. And another side switch. This is turning into an energy sapping second set. Leshukov, 21 all. Goes short to Ontiveros. And no touch from Semenov, and here is match point. Oh, that does get a touch. That does get a touch. Onto the net cord and out, and Russia take the win. From Mexico will feel perhaps a little hard done by. Leshukov and Semenov win their opening Pool G encounter. They'll be in the knockout stages once again. Ontiveros and Virgen desperately close. They had 2 points to take us to a third set. They couldn't take either of them, and at the first time of asking, Leshukov and Semenov convert match points to win it by 2 sets to love. Wow. blazing hot sunshine to start this contest. And the first set, well, it was pretty much one-way traffic. Russia bossing it out to a 6-2 lead. Mexico did fight back. They got it back to 9-11. But after technical timeout, Russia ran into a 17-11 lead, and they didn't give that up, converting at the second time of asking to take first set 21-15. The second set, a lot closer. Mexico got themselves in front for the first time at 4-3. They led 6-4, 11-9, and then they were down 19-17, but they showed great character to go on a run of 3 unanswered points to give themselves a set point. Couldn't take it, earned themselves another one, couldn't take that, and then off the net cord and out, and that was the end of their challenge. Disappointment for Mexico, joy for Russia. Leshukov and Semenov win their opener 21-15, 23-21.
Cancún. Próximo partido, Brasil en México.
Playa Delfinas in Cancun is still the venue as the Cancun hub continues. Event 3, first day of main draw action, and Mexico take on Brazil in the men's competition. Hello everybody, welcome along to Cancun on the Yucatan Peninsula in the southeast of Mexico for the first day of main draw action in this third event of the Cancun hub, and a Pool H contest for you now in the men's competition. The number 8 seeds from Mexico up against the qualifiers from Brazil, the number 25 seeds, and the locals are out in force to cheer on their men. Full of confidence, but it will be a big ask. Gaxiola and Rubio up against Guto and Arthur. As they will be pumped, Gaxiola and Rubio. And they'll want to go as deep as possible into this competition. The officials taking up their spots, and I'll get down onto the sand and get the introductions done. There is our first referee from Argentina. Osvaldo Somerville is the first referee. And he's going to be ably assisted on the near side by the Italian referee Davide Crescentini. So let's introduce you to the Brazilians first, as Mexico are involved in this one. They'll be wearing yellow and blue, wearing number 1. Guto wears 186 in height, and his partner, who will be doing the blocking at the net, is Arthur Mariano, 200 centimeters in height. The Mexicans, so they look pretty relaxed, don't they? Jose Gaxiola wears 184 in height, and his partner Jose Luis Rubio. Remember, just over a year ago, that sensational run they had as qualifiers at the Doha Fall Start, and they came away with the silver medal. What a run that was. I'd dearly love to repeat that on home sand. But they have a big ask in front of them against Guto and Arthur. And it is going to be Guto and Brazil in the yellow shirts that get this one underway. And it's Mexico who draw first blood. Guto can get nowhere near. Now going in Mexico's favour here is that this is Guto and Arthur's second event together. In the first event they won 3 qualifying matches and then won Pool E. That's a great cross-court spike. And they had to come through qualifying yesterday. Just the one game for them, but they needed nearly an hour to get past the Danish pair of Blink and Thompson. 21-23, 21-19, 15-9. So they came from a set down. Oh, that wild serve from Arthur. Big block. Nope, can't get that. And the first side switch, it's Mexico who are in front. And the shadow of the hotel starting to creep across the sand here. Still well, pretty much the whole court still in the sunshine. A few palm tree shadows starting to lengthen. So Gaxiola. Good pick up from Rubio. Around the back he'll go, cross court. Guto is there. Guto a long way off the net, so Rubio breaks. Well, that's a great get from Guto. Another phenomenal get from Guto. He goes down the line. Guto! Huge whack from Superboy. Guto, he was way out left, he was way out right. How about that for a get? That is just sensational. Couple of deep breaths from Arthur. fancy that one, but I tell you what, Gaxiola does well. Mexico continue to keep their noses in front. Big power from Arthur. He is pumped, isn't he? Miscommunication in the Brazilian ranks. Doesn't miss by much. Nothing to choose between them at the second side switch. They're trying to use that wind to bring it down. It's just too much on that first serve. That's long, is it? Yeah, it is. Making it look very easy there, Guto. Down the line he goes. Big block, big set, wasn't it? Want that climbing high to make the block. Guto Doing so well in that backcourt again. Handling error from Mexico. Brazil in front for the first time, doesn't last too long. Just gets that one a little wrong, and it is Mexico in front at the technical timeout. 11 points to 10. An intriguing contest that has swung one way and then the other. And it is as close as it can be at the technical timeout. Well, the Brazilian pair, as I say, only their second event together. They won 3 qualifying matches, then they won Pool E. They beat Ehlers and Flugen, Lucena and Dalhauser in that pool, then beat Gibb and Taylor Crabb in the knockout stage. The second knockout stage was before losing to Sorum and Moll in the quarterfinals. Guto has had success already on the tour this season. He was second in Doha back in March with Evandro, and has a couple of wins to his name on the tour, but they came with different partners. He won the Cincinnati Open in 2016 with Semenov and the Porsche Major 5-star with Pedro Solberg in July 2017. Arthur yet to win an event. This is only his second season and his 4th event. Touch on the net. And Gaxiola, let's have another look. Just that. Oh, they're both gone for it. Guto does well to recover. That could have been quite nasty, both looking at the ball. And Arthur gets the touch to give Brazil a 2-point lead for the first time. Now this is a run of points that could just swing this first set here. And timeout called. It was 11-10 Mexico, the technical timeout. Mexico yet to win a point since they've reappeared. And they'll go to the bench once more to try and just reset themselves. Holidaymakers enjoying themselves in the surf, but the players here got to get back to the beach volleyball. Gaxiola, just saw there, is the under 21 world champion runner-up with Rubio back in 2016. Guto, who was the under-21 world champion with Alison Chittadin in 2013. So three of the four players have played for the gold at the World Championships under 21. Only one though has come away with it. Mexico back up and running now. That was great defense from Rubio. Oh, Gaxiola, sorry. Gaxiola there, that was coming at pace. Service ace levels it up, and the timeout was brilliantly well called because it was 11-14. It's now 14 all. And let's have a look at this service ace down the left hand side. That is right onto the line. Gaxiola then, 14 all, first set of this Pool H contest. Gaxiola makes it 4 points in a row, and now it's Brazil's turn to take the time out to try and change the momentum of the first set. They'll be hoping that their timeout is as successful as Mexico's. Mexico reeling off 4 unanswered points on the return to the sand from their timeout.
Vamos Cancun! Vamos!
Also a reminder that these two in the second event lost the continental qualifier to Pedro Solberg and Arthur. Brazil with a number of teams here, so both them and the USA had to play continental qualifiers before then going into the qualification bracket.
All right, back to the court. Volvemos a la cancha.
So the players returning. The business end of this first set.
Brazil 14, 15-14.
Guto goes strong cross court. Good defense from Gaxiola. He picks himself up. Oh, that is brilliant. That is brilliant from Guto. Phenomenal athleticism from Guto. That is just brilliant. It's long. It's long. Well, the timeouts have been extraordinary. Technical timeout. Mexico went in having won 2 consecutive points. They came out, lost 4 consecutive points, called a timeout, came back out, won 4 consecutive points. Brazil called a timeout. They've now won 2 consecutive points. Great defense from Rubio, and Brazil have now won 3 consecutive points. Arthur enjoying that one. And it's been a good dovetailed effort from Brazil in this opening set to this point. Over second ball. No, he's not going to get there.
First set. Come on.
16-17. It's the business and service error. 16-18. Brazil now just 3 points away from the first set. Guto serves to Rubio. Rubio goes cross court. Guto gets the left hand there, but can't control it. Is this the final side switch of the first set? Brazil lead by 1, 18-17. Gaxiola then, ball in hand. Goes big, and it is the ace. Big serve to tie it up. That is long. And Mexico 2 points away from this opening set. Another big serve required from Gaxiola. Yep, good finish. So who will have the set points? And the answer is Mexico. Huge power from Rubio. Arthur 100% with his first touch, goes cross court, it's wide. Another first time of asking Mexico take the opening set against the Brazilian pair of Guto and Arthur by 21 points to 19. And Gaxiola and Rubio with an excellent start. Arthur really wild with that cross court spike, nowhere near. And Mexico draw first blood in this Pool H encounter, the first of the 2 pool encounters for both sides. Modified pool play, of course, if you're just joining us, if you've been with us for the first 2 events, you'll be right across the structure of the tournament. But if you're just joining us, modified pool play, 4 teams in each pool rather than each team playing each other once. On the 2 opening games, and the winners play each other, with the winner of that one going through to the second knockout stage and the loser going to the first. The 2 losers from the opening 2 pool games play each other. The loser is out and the winner of that goes into the first knockout round. So such an important game to win. If you win your first one, you know no matter what happens in the second pool game, you're into the knockout stages.
Mundialista como árbitro número 1 en cancha 2 varonil.
Gaxiola, service received, and he does the business. Just slightly behind him, so he has to reach for it. Gaxiola will be pretty happy to be standing in the shade. You see how quickly that sun goes behind the hotel. And Mexico with a great start in the second set. And Guto picks up a yellow card for his delaying tactics. And he channels his frustration into that spike. Yeah, well done. That's out the way just in time, and this is an excellent start for Mexico. 5-1 in this second set. Until they need to just settle. Again they go to Guto. And Arthur penalised for the mishandle. And that is as good a start to a set as Mexico could have hoped for. We told them at the break between the 2 sets they'd go to a 6-1 lead at the start of the second. They'd have gone, thanks very much, we'll take that. Brazil with a lot of questions to answer now. Too much on it. wide as well. No, it just gets the line. Guto will argue the toss, but not for very long.
No fuera. 4, 7.
Just wide of the mark, and Brazil close to within 3. Oh, fingertip stuff from Arthur. Arthur goes to Gaxiola. And Gaxiola finds the finish.
5. Come on.
We can see the wind again playing havoc with the passing. Good finish. So the side on the left hand side of the net as we look down has won 11 of the 14 points in this second set. Playing downwind as Brazil are now is proving problematic. And on cue, Guto floats a serve wide. So you need to limit the damage when serving from the right hand side or playing at the right hand side, and take as much advantage as you can when playing into the wind. Big block, but it falls out. Good finish. Yep, big finish again. Arthur did well to get that back, but it was open for Gaxiola and he took full advantage. Yep, good finish. So 2 more points until the technical timeout. Yeah, well done. Good hang time from Arthur. Three all in this set of 7. Guto then to try and make it a 1-point game with a technical timeout. Go to Gaxiola. Back set. Another great right arm from Guto. And he finishes. And he does make it a 1-point game at the technical timeout. And Brazil win 4 points with the win behind them to get right back into this one. Well, the other two pairs in this pool, Pool H, Cambula and Rossi of Italy and Ian Gauthier of France. So those who these two have been pitted against. Mexico in the first event lost to Krattinger and Brea and Novak and Tisa. In the second event, finished third in Pool H. They lost their first game to Contour and Losiak, but then beat Evandro and Bruno Schmidt in their second before losing to Berman and de Groot in the first knockout stage. To register a 17th place finish. Well, the win there helping Mexico out of a huge hole, and then it's wide. So, well, have you ever seen anything like that? Into the net. He was right underneath the net, just put it straight into the air, and the wind took it over. Gives you appreciation of just how skillful these players are when they're trying to find the set. Oh, another excellent play from Mexico, but they can't make it count on this occasion. So Arthur to try and level things up. So Sarah. The wind's not that strong though. Big hit from Gaxiola. Another look at this one. Has a little look at the right arm of the attempted block. Oh yes! Monster block at a key time. Brazil won 4 points with the win to their back in the last set of 7. Well, Mexico have done just that in this set. (15-12). Into the net, and that could be very costly. Side switch, Mexico 16-12 to the good. Brazil need a comeback in this set of 7. Otherwise life is going to be very difficult for them. Guto. Big right arm. Over on second ball. Arthur gets there. And somehow Rubio engineers the point. Brazil looked in control of this point, and Arthur cannot make the block. Nice serve out to Guto's right hand side.
18-13.
Guto disappointed with himself, but he's got to dial in here because Mexico have a really healthy lead, 18-13. Just trying to take the pace off it. Guto then, 14-18. Guto gets that. Can Arthur finish? Rubio over on second ball. Doesn't come back in. Timeout called by Mexico as they see their 18-13 lead cut to 18-16. And this one very evenly poised. How strange in that the first 3 set of 7 points, so up to the technical timeout, the team playing into the wind, so the left of the net as we look from our number 1 camera position, have won 14 points. The team playing with the wind have won 7. Since then, the team on the right have won 9, and the team on the left have won 4. Maybe the wind just isn't playing that much of a part, although we did see that rally from Mexico when they were underneath the net. They just played it straight into the air and the wind blew it over onto Brazil's side. Guto serving 16-18. Last point before the next side switch. And that's off the attempted block.
Cambio de lado. Side switch. Second set.
A side switch. With Mexico 2 points away from the match and a place in the knockout stages.
Al servicio. Gaxiola.
19-16. Gaxiola. Goes to Guto. After the set, Guto has to just stop himself momentarily. Chance here, Gaxiola picked up comfortably by Guto. Well, that set could be too close to the net. It is.
Punto de partido para México.
And here are 4 match points for Mexico. Gaxiola will serve once again. If they don't convert this, they'll have 3 on the Brazil serve. One side out required from Mexico. There's the block, and there is the match. Mexico win and book their place in the knockout rounds. They've still got another match in Pool H to come, but they know that they will be in the knockout whatever happens here. And that is an excellent performance by Mexico. At the first time of asking, they won the first set. The first time of asking, they won the second set. The first set was really very close. Mexico in front early on, and they led until the technical timeout, and then Brazil came out. They won 4 points in a row. Mexico called the timeout, then they won 4 points in a row to force Brazil into the timeout, and then Brazil won 3 points in a row, and we thought they might go on and take that first set, but Mexico fought back and managed to take the opener 21-19 and into the second set. Mexico out to a 6-1 lead. The wind benefiting the team on the left-hand side up until the technical timeout, winning 14 points to 7 to the team going with the wind. But after the technical timeout, it was the side playing with the wind that had the better of the points. And Mexico from 12-11 going into an 18-13 lead, and that was a lead that was big enough for them to control. That was the penultimate point, and this is the last point. And Mexico win their opener in Pool H and are through to the knockout stages. Final score here, 21-19, 21-16. Gaxiola and Rubio win. Stay tuned, there's more to come here from Cancun.